Video note to self. The EGR goes to this bottom manifold fitting down here. There's 3 fittings on the bottom, and it goes to the one on the right. The one in the middle underneath here comes out and goes to this, I think. Yeah, it plugs in right there on this doohickey here. And then this splits over to the vacuum brake, and then this comes up to the T off the top, and that's going to be ported, I think. So we've got this one on the bottom. It goes over here to, that must be the PCV on this side. Okay, the bottom left vacuum hose goes over to the PCV on the passenger side valve cover. This top one goes into the T there. It runs to this little unit, which probably have to be replaced to put it out of the way. And then I said the one on the bottom right goes to that unit, and the one in the middle actually goes to that unit too. Alright. This is the left, the driver's side. This is the throttle linkage. It's got that one hooked up there, and it's got one down on the bottom. It goes to this actuator up here, this diaphragm. And we'll look more at that when it's apart. This idle. Okay. The idler diaphragm there also hooks into this little unit. So we got a pretty good look at that. Okay, we're over here on the right, on the passenger side, where the choke is. And this, the choke brake, or that's the, I think that's the inhibitor for the secondary, and that vacuum hose runs off of here and goes back here to the TVS. Okay, and then it's got a connection here, some hot air choke, runs down into the heat stove, into the block, and that connection there. No wiring on it, so it's not an electric choke. And back here on the back, if we can, this right here, this vacuum hose, port at the base, let's see where that goes. Comes around and goes down to whatever this is part of the emissions. The old air pump type system, but it goes down there. And that would be the one in the back right here. This one is just the vent tube that goes to the choke. So that can actually stay on there when I take the carburetor off. This one down here on the bottom, that'll be easy to remember. It's metal fitting. And then up front, again, of course you got this this big vacuum hose here goes back to this unit down here, which tees off to the TBS and is the same unit that the EGR runs to. And you've got, that's the mixture solenoid there. This is computer controlled, and then that down there, that's your throttle positioning sensor. So disconnect the vacuum hoses, and should have 4 mounting bolts, but I'll find those. But anyway, that's how we're going to connect it in the car. We're going to replace all these vacuum hoses, all the valves and stuff, and then I'll do video on the linkages once I get it apart, or once I get it taken out of the car before I take it apart, so we know where all that stuff goes. Actually, I might have been wrong. One of these diaphragms works the choke plate. This flap right here is the choke plate, and the other one keeps these from opening when you don't need them, because if they flutter, they'll make the engine cut out. That's about that. Okay, I think that's enough.